video where I'm going to tell you what normal drone sounds are. If you're just new to striking in, you can get all sorts of wacky sounds, and you might be thinking, is it my pipes? Is it my reeds? Do I need to adjust the bridles on my drone reeds? It can be a lot of work to readjust those bridles to get them back if they're actually in the right place and you're going further out in the wrong place, and to get them back. So before you mess around with that, just know a lot of weird drone sounds are going to happen when you're first striking in. First weird drone sound, drones squeaking from filling up the bag. My bridles don't need adjusted. That's just happening because I'm filling up the bag too slowly, so a little bit of air is going into the drone reeds, but not enough air to get that drone to start humming and firing properly. So if you're getting a lot of that squeaking striking in, yeah, maybe you need to adjust the bridles to shorten the tongue of your reed. But before you do that, try to fill up the bag a little bit more strategically. So by strategic, there's two things that I would work on with this strategic bag filling. And before I get to those, if this video is helpful, give me a thumbs up, subscribe. If you want more free videos like this, check out my bagpipe coaching page. The link's below. It's got like over 10 free videos now of little lessons like this helping you transition to the pipes. And so that, as I mentioned, that two strategy way to fill the bag. First, we want to fill the bag as much as we can without getting any drone squeaks. And to do that, I'm going to actually pull the bottom of the bag down a little bit. If the bag's like this, it's squished, my arm's squishing it, we're going to get drone squeaks right away. See, those squeaks are coming on already. And my bag's not very full because I'm pushing against it on my side here. So I want that bag nice and loose below me. I'm going to even pull it down a little bit, get it as full as I can without getting any squeaks. So you can hear, you might not be able to hear it on the camera, but I can hear, even with my earplug, just a little bit of air coming out my drone, but it's not squeaking. So I'm making room to fill the bag by physically pulling that bag down, getting my arm off that bag. The other thing I'm doing is I'm not putting air in too fast. If I put it in too fast, well, we get that squeaking right away. So we want to fill up the bag slowly, pulling it out, fill it up slowly, as big as we can without firing that drone. And just finding that sweet spot, it's going to take some practice, but that in itself is a good exercise to work on. So go ahead, pause the video, and give that a practice. I'll demonstrate once more here. Pull the bag down, nice and slow inflation. So the game here is how full can you get that bag without getting any squeaking. If you get squeaking, we don't want that. We want that bag as full as we can without squeaking. And that's where we want your bag when we do our strike in. There's the squeak. It's as full as I can't get any fuller without a drone squeaking. So, okay, I know that's the threshold. If I go further, I get a squeak. And it's important to reset. Start with that bag completely flat again so you can get the feeling of it each time. Even better yet, grab your chanter to protect it. Better yet, get your pipes down here. All the air gets out of that bag. Bring them back up on your shoulder. Now you're starting from square one, filling that bag again. Slowly fill it and pull that bag down with your non-bag hand. I got a little squeak there as I was adjusting on my shoulder, so that again is just figuring out, okay, how much can I manipulate that bag without getting those squeaks. Once you have it as full as you can, that's the point where you want to work on your strike in. last note. This is still a new reed I'm breaking in, and it's taken a lot more of my lung power than I'm usual on. So it doesn't matter how long you play the bagpipes, you're always working on something. And I'm working on getting this new reed whipped into shape. And if you're out there working on getting your drone striking figured out, you know, if you're getting squeaking before you strike in, again, you're probably feeling it, you know, you're feeling it, you're not paying attention to that threshold we talked about. You're just feeling it like this. Right? So, that's my same drone reeds. I haven't adjusted the bridles at all. That's what happens when you just kind of feel this gradual, ignore that bag threshold we talked about, where you have the most air with no noise, and then strike. If you just kind of feel, and then hit the bag, it just doesn't work. So play with that sweet spot. Again, your takeaway homework isn't necessarily doing that strike in. Your takeaway homework is filling the bag, slow, gradual, as big as you can without getting that squeak. Start on that. Once you're comfortable with that, then you could go ahead and work on that strike in, and I do have a good video on that. Again, it's in the link below. All my free bagpipe coaching videos are in one spot for you, so you can access them easily. And until next time, happy piping.